other than a short bow.
I need a GM ruling.
Yes.
I have the spell Slipstream to create a wave of water that will carry the target along the surface of water and increasing their speed.
That does not work on a ship.
Fair enough. It doesn't say how big it applied to. I figured it was worth a shot.
It would move you. It would not move a whole ship. All right.
So if I put me on the water, standing there, use this and pushed.
Smack flat into
Nice
the
try,
side.
though.
Much like a bull rush, where you hit a wall and you take damage, you would simply be pressed into the side of the ship. Now, it would, of course, form some form of acceleration, but your face would take the damage. All right. Let's see here. You are the attacking ship. They're the defender. The defender goes in the center of the map.
I wish to ready chum to summon our...
They are facing west. And, I'm sorry, what was that, Lorraine? I didn't catch it.
I want to ready a couple barrels of raw meat to summon ocean allies.
Okay, so you're just going to bring sharks to the combat, basically?
Yep.
You learned well from your mentor.
That I did.
What is the bearing of the Laughing Dolphin? They are... You're coming in from behind.
Should we be facing the other direction?
You are. I know. It's going to take me a minute to get in here. Then you get a 1d4 plus 2 distance. Adam, I'm sorry. It's really loud, whatever you're doing. Like all night. It's been super loud. 4, 5... Oh, these are double squares. 1. So 3, 6. There you go. You guys are coming in from behind. Assume each ship begins at a speed of 30 feet. You're both using wind power. The wind is moving southerly. So you cannot sail against the wind.
But we can move in any other direction along that 180 degrees.
Yes.
Hmm.
Alright, I need you to roll initiative for the pilot. Let's see here.
Who wants to
And I
roll
need-
it?
Well, it's you. You're the pilot.
Oh, I have to?
Yep. And their pilot is...
Does it use my initiative?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Where's their pilot? +1.
Yep, and the streak continues, y'all. That's why I was hoping somebody else could roll it.
Alright. Let's see here. At the beginning of each round, each pilot makes an opposed sailing check to determine who has the upper hand. Let's do it! 18. You have the upper hand. You may move in one square in any direction that you would like.
Diagonally towards them and forward.
Okay? I mean, you can move the ship on your own. You should have control of it.
I'm using the wrong. Okay.
Let's see here. You are upwind of them, so you got a +2 on your check, but it doesn't matter. Okay. At the start of the pilot's turn, they can take any sailing action. They are going to... Not heave to... Yeah, that sounds good. They make a hard to port turn. I'm sorry, it's going to be starboard because they're turning left. Starboard's left, right?
No, you were right the first time. Port is
Alright.
left.
Port,
Hard to port.
port and left both have 4 letters.
That's a pretty good one. Okay, so they turn left. They do pivoting, so the rear square of the ship takes the forward square of the last one, so that should be there, I think. Can I undo things? Undo it again. Undo it again. Oops. Okay, so the rear of the ship is there. And the... Oops. I want to shrink the ship. Yep, this is not good. There we go.
Isn't that it? Is that a check?
Captain, you have a whole bunch of options for
It's
stuff
it's
you
a
can do while
10,
we're doing this
right?
too.
Oh,
To check to make it should be pretty easy to make because they have higher than a 10.
hard to port. Let me double check. Let me look at the player's guide.
Hard to port.
Movement.
Hard is +5 per. According to this, if you do a 90-degree turn to port and accelerate, it's a DC 20 profession sailor check.
They are not accelerating. They're still moving at 30.
All right. So that would be. It doesn't tell you what the base is. 2 times
The base of your ship
5.
is on your ship
Oh, the
stat
ship
page.
is on the ship stats. Okay, so there's.
So
Example
this
they're
ship
using.
gathers a ton of wind as it turns into the wind, and you would know that it can now move double its maximum speed with the wind behind it. And it is also going to fire its ballistas. So let's see here. They are going to attack your propulsion system. I'm sorry, they're going to attack your control device. They're going to attempt to hit your wheel.
I don't see.
That's a lot of range penalties.
I don't think so. They're
Well,
using
what's the
ballistas
increment? What's the increment on that?
pretty far.
Oof.
Light ballista has a range of 120 feet. You're within the first of it.
150, so.
Alright, I guess it takes a
One
minus
increment.
2. Scrolling down here. Sorry, I gotta find the hardness of a control device. This is crazy. Okay, control device. The steering wheel is AC 10. Both of these are going to hit. It has 25 hit points and 5 hardness. So they are sniping your control device. They do 3d8 damage each.
Wow.
Uh,
That's silly easy.
So let's see here. You're going to take minus 5 on both, 7 and 6 to your control device. Your steering wheel is now broken, and you take minus 2 on your
Wait,
profession.
you said wait. You said it had 25 hit points,
Yes.
and it took 13.
Yes. Broken is half.
Half. Okay.
You take a minus 2 on your profession sailor checks to
All right.
maneuver
Orders,
the ship.
Captain. What are we doing?
You continue steering. Let's use the fix-it command, which will give the pilot a -4 penalty, but somewhat... Does anyone have craft ships? I think that's our carpenter/surgeon.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Craft
I got
ships
that.
to try and jury rig around the broken wheel.
Okay.
I think I am going to go for the morale boost of diplomacy check.
Where is the
Let's
fix
see
it
here.
command?
I'm looking
Thunder
at the
Captain.
naval combat for a whole party. Captain, fix it.
Oh,
Fourth one down.
Are you looking at the alternate rules?
Are those what we're using? That's what you have posted.
That's true. That's true.
Did you mean I had to read all those things for
No,
nothing?
I just forgot to have them open. So, fix it. You are commanding a mishap. The same penalties take cover, but a craft ship can jury rig to remove the penalties. Okay, so let's see your craft ship. Did we get one? Yes, you removed the penalty. The device is
Very
still
nice.
broken, but it works temporarily, as well as it could.
All right. So are we moving at the same relative speed?
You're moving at 30, they're moving at 30.
Okay, so I need to speed up 1 if I want to catch them, and
They're moving in a totally different direction.
right. I have to do a 90-degree turn and have to speed up, right?
I don't know that you can do both of those at the same time.
Well,
That
you
is
do the
that is the
90-degree
example.
turn. You can.
That
Why
is
don't
actually.
you do the?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Why don't you do the 90-degree turn with the lower DC, and we can then give the crew the heave to order, which will speed the ship up.
Okay. Much better. All right, so the 90-degree turn is a +5, and you said I had a penalty.
So who's giving the heave to order? Because you've already given the fix it order,
Well, Uncle Books did fix it.
right?
Hey, Tomes.
Yeah.
Well, I
Here's
mean,
the
you're the
thing.
captain, so you order fix it, and I guess he's the one carrying it out.
It's not really clear about how that works.
Yeah. Yeah, each
Where
officer
is
has
heave 2?
It's underneath the Skulls and Shackles naval combat for the whole party.
It,
Extra
it,
rules to get everyone involved.
in my
Where
mind,
exactly?
every officer, like gunner,
Well, where exactly? I'm on the page.
it's under
It's under
captain,
captain.
first action.
Aha, full ahead, heave 2.
Yeah. So the only actual roles in here are captain, shantyman, and
I will point out that most
Master
of you
at
have a
Arms.
role that's already been taken. So I don't
Yeah.
know that you can make 2 captain moves at the same time. So
Fair
you're
enough.
just ordering him to fix it, just this round. I'm sure you can heave 2 next round.
okay. So
In the meantime, does somebody want to try a shantyman thing?
Shantyman, let me see. Boost
it's a
morale.
bardish ability.
Yeah, mock enemies. Yeah, that's a. Isn't morale mostly for. What does morale do again? Is that an advanced rule thing, or is that.
I have no idea. It appears to be something he made up for this.
Morale?
morale
I
Starting morale. It's,
I-
what the hell?
I would just give you like a +2 to whatever's.
Okay. I can take +2 to whatever's.
Oh, you know what? Morale is for fleet combat later on. That's what it is.
Ah.
Okay.
That's not going to come up until book 5.
Mock enemies. I don't know. Can I shout 120 feet?
Yeah? What are you doing? You're mocking them?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
DC 15 plus 2x their current morale. Alright.
Oh. You don't have perform, do you? think
No, I
I'm
don't
the
have
only one
perform.
with that.
I don't have perform. I have intimidate.
Okay.
Maybe in
Go
a
ahead
bit
and-
I'll have intimidate and more spades, but I have intimidate and I can use inspiration
Okay.
on it for free.
Go ahead and make the check.
20?
You will intimidate their crew.
Nice.
What is the pilot of the Laughing Dolphin doing?
All right. So I'm looking at the calculations here, and according to this, a 2 times acceleration is a +5, and a hard to starboard is +5. Do I have any other current minuses?
Turn this ship. Nope.
Okay, so that's 10. My sailor's 10. I can't fail.
Okay. So you're speeding up.
All right, so I'm speeding up, and I'm making a 90-degree turn.
Okay.
So
you make a 90-degree turn. When you move forward, you'll be moving at 60.
acceleration.
Now, we make sailor checks at the beginning of the round.
Do they take any kind of minuses?
You can,
Or
they do. You
Where-
can
Doesn't
move
matter.
one step in any direction you'd like.
Toward them.
Okay, diagonal.
Alright.
And aren't we moving faster?
Yes.
Currently you are, but they are going to tack for triple speed. They will succeed, and they will go from 30 to triple acceleration is 30. They move 120 now.
What?
All right.
And they dash forward 120 feet.
So, if we're already moving at 2,
We're moving at 60.
moving
Our
at
max
60.
speed is 90.
When you're in the wind, you can move twice your max.
so we can
Oh,
move
hey.
up to 100. That was my next question, is what's our maximum? So, I would need a DC 10 to get from 60 to 120 and match them. Or, okay, what does 2x mean? Does that mean I increase
Twice.
by a increment?
You move by
Which in this case
twice
is
your
30.
acceleration. Your acceleration is 30.
And our acceleration is 30. So twice our acceleration would bring us to 120. 3 times our
And-
acceleration would bring us to 150.
Yep.
So we
Yep.
would gain on them. Is that enough for us to
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. They actually have attacks. Let me see here. They still have those attacks, and they're gonna try to shoot your control system again. Let's see here.
I thought it was fast.
So
Lightly
since we
armed.
have wind, don't they take a -2
Let's see here.
since we're upwind of them?
I do these other actions.
I think that's for determining who has the upper hand.
Yeah, that was just for the upper hand.
Okay.
Um,
All right.
So they are going to make their attacks. They just to accelerate and move forward. Let me see here. Is accelerating and moving forward. Take any sailing action. Perform a standard and a move. Select an action.
Yeah, isn't the triple... What kind of action is the triple accelerate thing?
Let's see.
It's just a DC added to the sailing check for the round.
Right, but the sailing check is a standard action to go full ahead.
Ah,
So current speed increases by acceleration. The ship can move forward or diagonally.
And it can move and make attacks, I guess?
It cannot, because it's a standard action to go full ahead.
Yeah, we can catch up to them. If somebody gives a full ahead command, and if you make that sailing check, we could be up to our top speed in no time.
well, this will bring us to.
Oh, you know what? The pilot's not the one making the attacks, so it still gets the attacks. Sorry, this is all very new to me.
If they,
Completely
yeah.
new rule system. So these checks are actually at a +0, so that is a 16 to hit. With the demoralized crew, they're going to nail your. That is not enough to put your control system out
Okay,
of
good.
play. You're going to take 6 more damage to it.
So that the control system's in the back. You got one more square. That's 180. That's not 2 increments.
No.
No,
Okay, it's
120
two-
is
Oh,
one.
it's 240. Okay, all right.
Yeah, 240 would be 2 increments.
All right. Laughing Dolphin.
Captain, orders.
I'm just curious, but does the ship need to be facing us in a certain pattern to fire at us with the catapults?
I don't think so.
Depends on the configuration of the ship. If they have catapults in the front and rear, then they can fire in a 120-degree arc to the rear or the front, depending on where their catapults are and how many
This
they
just
have.
says there's no mention of where they're located. Oh,
I would
ballista's
assume
aft,
since-
that's where it's at. So
Okay,
They're just
aft,
shooting
so
back.
yeah, they're in the back.
Yeah.
They're perfectly suited to running away.
Okay,
Right.
so we need to increase by 2 to be tied with them. So we need to increase by 3 if we want to catch up.
Yeah.
So let
I
me
think
read
Sif.
the boarding rules. You just need to get within 30 feet of them and begin a grapple. So
All right. Because
Okay,
according
so
to this, the grapple is another captain thing. So if I give the full ahead order, I can't do that this round.
okay,
the
we have.
pilot actually makes the grapple check in the base rules. I'm gonna probably have to do some sort of rewrite because these rules
All
are
right.
very confusing.
Well, hang on a
Yeah.
sec. Our current speed is 120, right?
Yes.
We accelerated. We're 120 feet from them, so I don't have to do anything to catch them.
You can simply move forward as a move action and then grapple, start a grapple
Correct.
check.
Yes.
So let's see here. You make the CMB of the ship plus your sailing skill against their CMD.
What is a CMB of our ship?
Our ship CMB is
Plus 8.
Okay, so my
Very high.
sailor is 10. So they'd be plus 18, right?
Yep.
Versus their CMD,
Yes.
which would be something like our CMD is 18. So assuming theirs is probably a little bit better.
It's a lot better.
Okay, orders before we commit to this. Do we want to?
Can
Anything
I
else we want
demoralize
to
them
do?
again? That is actually a good proposition.
That I mean, we're gonna have to work out exactly how to do this. I'm gonna have to
Okay.
take some time,
That's cool.
probably Wednesday, and hammer out a
Yeah.
fusion of both sets of rules. Because again, his rules are using stuff that are not
There we go.
type 5. Okay, so you just
They're
slam
7.
right into their ship. Sailors
We
are
can-
tossing ropes all over the place.
We can actually ram them for 8d8.
Well, I think you have to do a
Ship
ram
would
action.
take ship. Yeah, no. Ship would take damage if we did that, though. All right.
Do it, buddy. Do it.
I
Ram
finally
'em.
rolled something, y'all.
Ram him.
Well, the
Which
ram is
one?
the exact
It's too late
same
now.
CMB. There's nothing different about it.
Yeah.
I'm just getting
That's all right.
excited.
All right, so let's get you guys situated. Now, when you arrive on deck, you are flat-footed for the first round.
Oh, wow.
This is their ship that we're on right now?
It is. You can pick wherever you would like on their ship to land on.
Where are they? Where do we see defendants grouped? Where do we see their captain/pilot?
Well, there's crew members all over the ship. There's also a manticore in the center of the ship, and their captain is behind the wheel at the back.
Wait, there's a manticore in the center of the ship?
Yes.
Awesome.
Man, not the monster manticore, the siege weapon manticore, right?
No, an actual manticore.
Oh
Living
my gosh.
Well,
They really have a monstrous.
Yes, they have
Beast.
a manticore. I don't know how to be any more clear about this. This is real.
Wow.
It's adorable.
Wow. Okay. Well,
So this is where they're located as you come over. You can pick any spot on the ship, but you guys are
be nice to know where the manticore is first off.
It's right here, the big orange thing.
did we have time to buff?
I can see the ship.
Yep.
Okay. I could
Everyone
not
but the
see
pilot
ship.
can buff
That's-
because you guys didn't take any actions.
Cool. So, shield
So there's
extract and
nobody
mutagen.
up by the ship's wheel. Who is the person in white up at the front?
That reverse it because they don't have all of the ship models. I'm just putting them up by the ballistas. I guess I can reverse it and put them by the wheel if we want to do some stair combat.
No,
Stay
that's
nesting.
fine.
No, I'm
was
good. Here they
confused.
are. That's perfect. He's by the wheel. They got guys there. The manticore can throw stuff around. The deck is obviously filled with sailors on both sides, and you're seeing a lot of pure Legion white cloaks that are currently being covered in red. And that's not a guy. That is, of course, Captain Aisha Hamias, formerly of the Pure Legion, of the Goose Feather and Peacock Hat.
See, I told you that was a nice hat.
How high above the water line is the ship railing?
I have no idea. Maybe 20 feet?
Okay, so I cannot have squids in the water and have them pulling people in.
I don't think so. You could have Cthulhu's or Krakens. That's about it.
Higher level.
They should
Just
be
you
able to
wait.
climb, though.
Come on, Ferris, step up your game.
Scourge, you want to take this Manticore with me?
Sure.
Want to flank it with me?
Yep.
All
That
right.
just looks too cool to pass up.
As part of my buffing routine, I did the whole mutagen and shield extract before we came on.
I kick the chem buckets over the side and start calling on my sharky friends.
You mean the were-tiger shark riders?
If they're there, that would be totally awesome.
They
but
aren't.
really, I just like sharks.
But they could be in the future.
Can we have an alliance?
You could seek out the leader of the were-tiger shark riders of Vudra and ally yourself with them, sure.
Just
a
the
role-playing
fact that you
game.
can say that with a straight face.
I know, it was so hard. You actually couldn't see me saying it with a straight face because I wasn't.
Love you, Arthur.
Okay.
This will be even better than Boosie allying herself with various powers.
Yeah, that worked out great.
It did for Boosie.
I guess, yeah. Okay. Alright. So this guy's got a boarding pike and a crossbow. So I guess he's just gonna run down the stairs. There's 30 and 45. So this Marine runs up here with the boarding pike and starts smashing it into Books' face. The captain pulls out her rapier and gestures toward Ferris, and she says, "Come at me, broette!" Makes all sorts of fancy, stylized, gestures and such. Uh-oh. It's Manticore time. Oh. Alright, who's close to a Manticore to get eaten?
I am.
Scourge and Tomes, but Scourge is slightly closer.
Okay, it's going to fire 2 spikes at Scourge and 2 spikes at Tomes. I think you might want to be at full health for this, Scourge.
Am I not?
Yeah.
I can't. Okay.
Manticore, go.
Let's
So
see what my
Manticore,
flat-footed AC is.
Begins hovering over the deck like a helicopter.
nice.
And 2 at Scourge and 2 at Tomes.
One of those hits me.
Just remember, you're flat-footed.
Yep, one of those hits me.
Okay, and I'm guessing a 17 hits Scourge.
Let me double check my flat-footed with a shield. 17 is exactly what you need.
Okay, this is Scourge is 11 and Tomes is 8. You both have Manticore spikes. Neither of them penetrated your armor, but the impact sure hurt like hell.
11 damage?
Yep.
Wow.
Let's bring it down quick.
And that's actually a move action, so it's gonna fly over here at the edge of the ship.
Where was it? Wait. Fort Lees. Where was it?
It was in the middle.
That's 15 feet. I have reach. I will trip it.
How do you have 15-foot reach?
Whip.
Scorpion whip.
You're flat-footed.
And I have
Combat
combat reflexes.
I think you need to have a feat in order to take AOs with a whip. Am I wrong here?
Oh, that I don't know.
Yeah. There's all sorts of weird feat trees in order to do AOs with whips, I think.
Yeah, like whip mastery, or
Yeah.
there's like a feat
Oh,
that
okay.
there's a feat for the whip that specifically allows you to like use it as a grappling hook and swing over like Indiana Jones.
Yes. All right, Uncle Books, you have a Marine in your
That
face.
sucks.
That's all it does.
I'm thinking about throwing a bomb. Question is, where do I throw it to? Alright. So I'm gonna 5 foot and throw a bomb at the Manticore.
Okay.
and start my Kieran style.
Okay.
AC 12.
Touch AC.
Touch AC 12.
Do you have penalty for range encounter?
It's -2, so it'll be 10.
Okay. Your bomb sails harmlessly past it, floating in the air, and just hits the water. You hit a passing shark, attracted by the chum bucket. The shark is not pleased. Anything else?
I will move action, withdraw Wand of Mirror Image.
Okay. Kid Tomes, you got mana core spikes.
Yeah, I got a mana core spike in me, but I don't really have great ranged options if it's going to just hover out there. Let's see. 5.
Yeah, it says the whip does not threaten, and it
What's
counts.
the reach on? What's the reach on a boarding pike?
10 foot.
10 foot.
Is it? Well, then I
Yeah.
unfortunately stepped in too close. So you're actually threatened when he's standing there, Books. When you step away from him.
I'd definitely move away from his threatened square.
Okay, well, just standing next to him doesn't provoke because he's using a boarding pike.
Oh, well then I would throw
Okay.
it. Wherever I'm not threatened, I would throw the
Right.
bomb. So I would, I guess, 5-foot step this way.
All right.
Hmm.
Yay, charge lane. Thank you.
So
Well,
Kid
that's
Tomes.
okay. Can't do much against the thing. 5, 15.
Yeah, I got nothing for the mana core.
That's 20. Another 10. I can't really tumble through that without doing a double move. You know what? I think I'll just eat the AOO. Come around this way. AOO. I'm coming right in.
Yep. Let's see here. I was just looking something up. As the audience might have seen, you will miss.
Yep. And Masterwork Rapier. Oh, what? No. Don't tell me the macro broke. Damn it. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
So to answer the question for someone who pointed out, the ballistas on the enemy ship were mounted aft and were firing behind them at
Yeah.
They were always within the arc of fire.
Alright.
Yep.
Does a 17?
Will... Oh, I can't believe they broke the stats up into two. Yes, a 17 will hit.
For 4 damage. Yay.
Are you adding anything to that?
Nope. No study combat. I didn't have the action economy to do that just yet.
Okay. Master Scourge.
You guys probably know this by heart. Rage charge power attack. Really?
That will
Okay.
miss. You stumble on the deck. You
I
come out.
rolled yet another sub 5 attack roll. Yay!
Much like any good game of chess, the Marines pin Ferris between two knights, and one of them takes a thwack with the boarding pike with a complete miss. Ferris.
Five back. Cause fear on the one on the stairs.
All right. Oh, he has a bonus versus fear. Hilarious. It's not very good. 17.
17 is exactly what he needed.
Okay. So he's like, no, what? Get out of my head! And then he starts jabbing with his spear again. Boarding pike, sorry.
Okay, and for my move, I start summoning.
Wait, what? How do you summon with a move action?
Well, I'm starting this round, and then I finish next round with the standard.
I think you have to do a standard 2 times in a row. right? I'm pretty sure that's how it works. You do a standard one round and then a standard next round.
No, it's a full
No,
round
it's
action.
I do one full round and then it appears immediately at the start of the next turn if I did it as a full round.
Whether a full round
There's
action
been no double
can
standards.
whether a full round
Interesting.
action can
It's-
separate into a move and a standard is I don't know.
Yeah.
It's only if you're in a surprise round. That's when you do 2 standards.
Again, I'm not totally sure that's correct. My understanding was that a full round action, you had to do it all in that round, or you take a standard one round and a standard in the next round.
You've allowed me to do it differently previously, but if that's how you want to do with it, let's go with that.
Let's see. Splitting a full round action. Let's see here. Standard. Yeah, it's 2 standards according to the rules. A standard and a standard. Is there something? Would you like to redo your action to do something differently, or?
No.
Okay. All right. This guy with the boarding pike's kind of pinned back here. He's going to drop the pike and draw his sword. And let's see here. He's going to hit Kid Tomes. Pretty easy to hit. I guess he doesn't know you have magical protection, and he completely bypasses it. Is that a confirmed crit?
It doesn't confirm.
Really? You have higher than a 23 AC?
Yeah, shield extract, dex mutagen,
Okay.
and masterwork studded armor. So yeah, he would need to crit to hit.
Okay, hits you for 3 damage. Let's see here. The captain back here didn't take any action last time. I guess pulls out the heavy crossbow and 5-foot steps over here and fires down the railing at Scourge. They have a +4 there in melee, so that's a 0. Awesome. They miss Scourge. Manticore is going to fire everything it has at Tomes.
Because Tomes is closest.
+8. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm guessing the 25 might hit. Possibly.
The 25 will hit.
Okay.
Does he have a range increment on those?
Yes, but it's much, much longer than I anticipate that this combat will go.
Wow.
This attack has a range of 180 feet.
Holy cow.
Alright,
That is a
I can't tank
standard.
this anymore.
How do we summon those?
He's just gonna fly over here.
We have no ranged.
Uncle Books.
This is bad.
Fiendish Albatross, the
Who are you
Manticore.
finishing? Okay.
Yeah, definitely Manticore. I mean,
Alright. That's gonna be quite a throw. You're gonna provoke an AOO from the guy with the sword when you do that.
Yep.
Okay. $21
Hits.
for 4 damage. So he just kind of hits you with the hilt of the sword when you start running away. He says,
That
"Come back!
hurts.
I'll have at you."
That definitely
Oh.
hurts.
He has a dwarf and a half-elf to deal with first.
I know that half-elf seems to have quite a few spikes sticking out of his back. I don't think he's really worried about the kid.
Damn it.
Right? Your bomb sails majestically through the air and hits another shark.
Stop
Ah.
it, sharks.
I'm not rolling. Sorry, guys.
We call this pulling a Sifrig. That's when you roll like garbage 13 times in a row. Alright, Kid Tomes.
How high up is this ledge?
I'm seeing 3 stairs, so I'm gonna say 15 feet.
So going all the way up here. Could I take this path with Acrobatics?
You would have to be capable of jumping 15 feet in the air, which is a DC 60 acrobatics check.
DC 60. Wow.
You might make it with a jetpack.
Yeah, highest I can manage in this state is a 31. So that's a no on getting the drop on the captain.
I just want to say I had this amazing idea for a wondrous item. It's a magical hand crossbow that can't attack. It can only make attacks on objects, and it would be enchanted with what is the rope trick thing?
Mm-hmm.
And so you would fire a grappling bolt into walls or something, and then as a swift action, you would have it curl up the rope, and so you'd be flung at the whatever you attached the grappling to, so you could use it to like quickly climb things or swing across things.
And you know what? Kid Tums would be proficient in that sort of hand crossbow because
I'll work up the stats on it again. It's really expensive, apparently. But so, what is your choice?
I'm gonna study the Marine. 5-foot step here, and stab, stab, stab.
All right, you start looking at him really weirdly, and he kind of lifts up his shades, and he's like, "What are you looking at me there for, freak?"
Just looking for where you're not guarding.
As you do that, he hits you in the face with the end of his sword, and you're just blinded for a second. He's like, "I'm guarding everywhere." I really want to make this NPC even better. He says, "My name's Iron Rock Defender. Yes, my mother named me Rock Defender. You will never get past my defense. Master Scourge."
Flank, 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 flank. Yeah!
You move into position, Scourge.
Two for 9 and
Sneak attack.
1 sneak, so 10 damage.
So he's like, "I'm Iron Rock Defender. You can never break my defense." And then he looks down, and he's got this short sword sticking out the front of his chest. He's like, "That wasn't supposed to happen." And you pull it out. He's still alive and fighting, but
He's still
just
alive?
like,
Okay, then I will make my second attack with the Scorpion Whip. Without the sneak attack. Oops, I'm supposed to add 2 to that for the flank, and I didn't, so 17 for 5 more.
Okay. He is now staggered. So you hit him in the back with the whip, and he's just like, "Oh, this is madness."
Alright.
This guy 5 footsteps forward and attacks Ferris once again with the boarding pike of justice. 19.
19 will hit.
Okay, so let's see here. It's a D8 plus 3 for 6. And you're up, Ferris.
5 foot back, start summoning.
Alright. Iron Rock is up. He's like, "I ain't afraid of no ghosts." He steps here. Releases
He's
the mighty
staggered.
blow.
Stepping.
He can 5 foot step while staggered.
Oh, can you?
Well,
Okay.
he can only take one action.
And he's gonna go out swinging. He doesn't know that Kid Tomes is a great defense since he landed a crit last time. I was hoping that saying that he would land a crit again, but he gets knocked unconscious.
Nah, I just step out of the way and he slumps to the floor.
Captain uses their rapid reload to reload the crossbow, and then leans over the deck and shoots at Ferris, who does not have cover and is not in melee with anyone. And there's a guy swinging over from your ship to here, and he catches the bolt in the throat, and he's just like, "Oh, gurgle, gurgle," and falls onto the deck right on top Iron Rock, who's like, "Oof, oh, dying." All right, The Manticore continues his bombing run, tossing another 4 spikes at Books. Books, what is your EC?
18. Actually, yeah, 18.
2 hits. 2d6 plus 10. 17 points of damage. The crew is cheering this Manticore on. You can hear
Damn.
someone shouting at it in Osirian.
In Osirian?
Yes. Books, you're up. This is intense. What's happening, Books? It's all up in a mansion.
Oh wait, don't you have your mirror image?
He got
I
the
have a
wand out, he never
wand.
casted it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that might be a good idea.
Well, it'd be a good idea if I was a pussy. I'm gonna throw a ball.
So bad.
Wow, I can't believe you said that.
Squishy wizard.
I'm gonna
Aren't you
throw a
nearly
ball.
dead? Okay, throw your
I am
bomb.
so nearly dead. So nearly dead.
Gonna be even more dead when the rain visits your house and murders you in your sleep. Alright, you do land a bomb on this guy and he completely shrugs it off.
I will Kieran strike for another 10 damage.
Oh, you did identify him earlier. Okay.
Yep.
So your bomb hits, and then on the deck, everyone turns towards you as like the whole area slows down in time, and you close your fist, and you see the Manticore go through the air, and it's like, what? And it starts shaking. And everyone's like, look at that mystic force!
Bring the blood back in on itself. Bring back in on the Manticore.
Blood magic. Everyone's starting to scream it now. On
Blood
both
magic.
sides.
And I'm gonna actually move to the post here.
Okay.
Get some cover from that Manticore.
Kid Tomes.
Let's see. You said it was 15 feet. Think I could climb it as a double move?
Yes. What's
All
your
right.
regular move speed?
30?
You move at a quarter when you're climbing. So you could climb it as a double move, or you could climb it as a single move if you wanted to try an accelerated climb.
Alright, what's the DC on that?
Much higher. Let's see here.
Excuse me, sorry.
To take an accelerated climb, you must suffer a -5 penalty.
I just put a single point in climb. What's the DC normally for this wall?
It seems to have quite a few handholds.
So pretty alright.
Could be. I mean, it is a ship.
Alright, I'm gonna try for the accelerated climb.
Very well. You definitely do. You pop up on deck next to the captain.
Hello, Captain! And stab. Regular stab, not a studied stab. I didn't have the time to do that just yet.
Okay.
Five damage.
Alright. Fill in some stats for the captain here. Captain, you like put a scar on her cheek, and she's like, "You'll pay for that." Dun dun dun. Master Scourge.
Glad to finally meet you, Captain, face to face.
Alright. I will stab this guy with the sword first.
No.
And then just because I'm aggravated, I'll punch him with the brass knuckles.
Nope.
Wow.
So you go to punch him in the face with the brass knuckles, and he uses mystical key force and just pushes your fist out of the way and says, "Iron Rock was my brother. You're gonna pay for this. I'm Brass Rock."
Please tell me Ferris is summoning something that can fly.
And right now, he steps right next to you and brings up his sword in like a two-handed overhead stroke, and he says, "I'm about to rock the Casbah."
Are you the Sultan of Swing?
Then he says, "Rock family sword strike secret art." I think that's actually gonna hit.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, it
she's scared.
does.
Is
So
he also
brings
the,
his sword
does he?
down.
Does he know the Sultan of Swing?
He does not. No
Oh.
one knows the
4?
sword swing. Yep, 4 damage. Alright, Ferris. Your
Okay.
summon finishes.
I finished summoning a small air elemental.
Nice.
Nice.
You can't just use the same thing twice.
I'm sorry, I don't have a whole lot of flying options.
I have
If you want to
so
give me
many.
Airwolf, I will take it.
That's a
That would be-
helicopter
yeah,
with
that would be
awesome.
awesome. I could see you summoning like a lawful neutral outsider that's like a clockwork helicopter called Airwolf.
Have you not met Osprey when I campaign when I run games?
Osprey's terrible.
Osprey is represented by a helicopter in all games.
He's a dick.
Yes.
Alright, so you have your air elemental.
My air elemental says, "Hi, I have 100-foot perfect fly speed. I'm gonna go play with the manticore.
Okay.
Flappy flap, flappy flap, flappy flap."
Okay.
And punch.
The manticore says, "I'm gonna do a barrel roll." He presses Z, then R twice, easily evading this air elemental.
In the meantime, the human 5-foot steps and touches Uncle Books.
Very well. The captain 5-foot steps back, drops a crossbow, picks up her rapier, and gestures for you to come at her.
Ah.
It's
That's a crossbow. Picks a rapier. Ooh.
The
So,
air
ready
elemental is going to get an AOO, I guess, because this thing is using... Well, I guess it'll get an AOO as this thing moves into position. It's going to fly up and over to get a good shot on Books without the cover. I guess it needs to go farther.
Air elemental doesn't get an attack of opportunity?
Yeah,
It did.
Ah.
And now it starts firing its lasers
Pew pew.
at Books.
At Books.
I think those are all going to hit. Well, the 11 probably won't. Right, Books, you take 22 damage as you're hit with 3 more spikes. I guess you go down after that.
I do.
You will need to make a con check to stabilize. You fall back into Ferris's arms, bleeding everywhere, and your little jars of other people's blood start rolling around on deck.
I discreetly kick a couple into the hold.
He's gonna get them later.
Wow.
Well, I'm assuming that they might break as they fall the 20 feet, whatever.
Yeah, but look at all the prisoners you're gonna have once you take the ship.
I don't have a big problem with the prisoners. I object to things like Scourge when he's unconscious.
Oh, I see. Yeah, the blood is very specifically labeled that it's the paladins.
Oh, well, that's
Paladin
okay.
blood.
Okay, so Books, you do not stabilize. You lose another hit point. And you dream of large women. You know, I did not know that it was Manny Patinkin who was Inigo Montoya.
Thank
You
Really?
did.
Did not learn that until today when I googled Manny
Thank
Patinkin in
Manny
relation to Homeland. All right, Kid Tomes.
you. Take a fencer's stance and study.
Okay.
Look the captain up and down.
Yep.
5-foot step in.
And a ready to action goes off.
I knew it!
Well, it wouldn't take that much. You didn't take a standard action.
Not yet.
16 to hit. No.
Nope. And study combat rapier. That's my standard. Boom! 8 damage.
Okay.
Haha, we are having a proper Flynn-esque
So
sword
you
duel.
guys are like swashbuckling all over the deck. She goes in for an amazing shot, right into your shoulder. You push the blade out of the way and riposte with a parry or some sort of sword words.
Sword words. Oh yeah, I recommend that when I hit level 5, you really look up the opportune parry and riposte deed because I will be
Nope,
using
I know how
that
that
a
works.
lot.
Yeah, I know how
Yeah.
that works.
It's a pain in the ass. I've had to DM swashbucklers before. It's a pain in the ass. Like, oh, he's gonna attack me? I parry it.
All right, Master Scourge.
Whoa.
Well, that didn't work.
What?
So what other weapon are you
Sorry.
attacking with? Oh,
That
wow,
went
I
to
didn't notice that there was a
haywire.
gigantic... I just saw the bottom set of rolls. I didn't
It went
realize there were
all-
like 15 things.
Yeah, it went all haywire. Sorry. It was
So
the
you
first
lash
one.
out with your weapons and you completely miss.
Yeah,
You're
2
so
misses.
distracted. You see like a little...
Got to be kidding
Oh,
me.
can you guys restart your videos real quick?
Oh yeah, we hit the 4-hour time limit, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, you see a little vial with your name on it roll out of Books' coat, and it distracts you so much, you're just furious that he would still have a sample of your blood. Your attacks just go wild. And miss. And this guy takes advantage of your momentary weakness, stepping in, and he says, "If you don't surrender, I'll kill the man you call Books." And he lashes out at Scourge with one more attack. And he says, "Seriously, you should surrender." So Scourge, 15, is that going to
No.
connect? Okay.
No.
Is he aware that he just stepped into a flank?
But Ferris hasn't done anything but,
Be magic.
yeah. All right, Ferris.
Flappy flap, flappy flap, bam.
Oh, that's going to hit. The Manticore tries to evade, but then the air elemental slams into it, and it calls out, "It came from behind!"
Fly check? I'm not familiar with
Right.
flying.
That's
enemies.
hover, so... And a really high fly.
Oh, okay, then that's
How badly injured does the guy next to me look?
Let's see here. Completely untouched. Books,
How-
of course, looks terrible. Like he's
Well,
covered in
yeah,
blood.
but, I suppose I should, but if I heal him, he's just going to get attacked again.
You won't get coup de grace, though.
Coup de grace provokes, though, doesn't it?
It does. But I suppose that doesn't mean much to the guy who dies at the end of it.
Well, I mean, the other option is, or do I want to cause fear him again and make him run off the ship?
Oh, you could certainly try.
Casting defensively. So I fail to cast.
You're so distracted with all these, like, it's not just one vial of blood. There's like dozens of them rolling out from beneath Book's coat. You have no idea where he got all this blood from.
He's been taking samples as we slept.
Yeah,
Clearly.
I'm kind of looking for that, actually. However, I do have a weapon out, and I do threaten for the purpose of flanking.
Indeed. I know that, and you know that, but that guy
Yeah.
doesn't know that.
Master Scourge may not know that.
No, Scourge knows it too.
We've been here before.
Let's see here. I guess Kid Tomes is the only good target here. There's no cover, but there is melee.
What about the air elemental that's chasing after him?
Why does he care about an air elemental? It's going to disappear in like 10 seconds.
Does the Manticore know that?
They're shouting at it in Osirian to kill you.
Oh. Are you sure it shouldn't be a Sphinx?
They taught it
Osirian.
Osirian.
Oh.
And they normally speak common, so, I mean, let's see here. It's +4 on each. I guess it needs a 20 to hit.
No.
So this is like
nothing.
those movies where you're watching two spaceships attack and like dozens of missiles come out from one spaceship and go against the other. Just this Manticore releases this enormous cloud of stingers at Tomes. Tomes goes into a duck roll and they slam into a shield spell.
So, what form is this ranged attack taking? Does it provoke?
It does provoke. Where can he move? I guess he doesn't really need to move.
How many spikes does a Manticore have?
24.
Ah.
He should be running low. That's
true. He should be running low. That's going to hit too. That air elemental is somewhat vexing. Books, you'll need to make another check to stabilize. You guys better hope that Iron Rock's brother doesn't come around. Or Books may be booking it. Alright. Uh-oh. Oh, uh-oh. The captain steps back, pulls out a potion, and drinks it.
You can pull out a potion as a swift action?
No, move and then a move, right?
Right, yeah.
Oh. Wow, garbage rolls. Practically like drinking Cure Light piss. Alright, Kid Tomes.
We're taking a quick potion break. Allow me to do the same. I respect my opponents enough to do that. And I will imbibe my Cure Light extract. Let me double check to see. Yep. Am I up? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't even move my caster level up. So there we go. Yep. And I 5-foot right back into the fray.
Okay. Master Scourge, you're basically all Books has at this point. It's all up to you. Get that 20 you've been chasing all night but have never succeeded in. Taste the rainbow.
there we go.
No critical, but
22 for 9, 24 for 5, and 6 more sneaks. So
you actually roll another sneak die.
Yep. Full attack, you...
oh,
Each time
you get it on
hit, you get
each.
sneak.
Oh,
Each time you hit, you get sneak.
Welcome to the real life.
And oddly enough, you don't get that on things like Scorching Ray.
19, 25 points.
Do if you're an arcane baller.
Well, you don't get like a sneak attack on each ray.
Do if you're an arcane baller.
I don't think that's a real prestige class.
Sure
5.
it is. You just changed the last word of trickster to baller.
Scourge, you full attacked.
Yeah,
At
you
full attack and 5-footed.
Yep. Okay. So you murderatized Iron Rock's brother, Brass Rock. And he's just like, the Rock family ends with me.
Now is the age of the boulder.
Thank gosh.
Alright, Ferris. How much
Air
longer is
mount-
this air elemental gonna live?
Let's see.
You can't see it, but I'm shaking a fist at the camera. This thing is vexing me.
Last one, I think.
That will miss. Although he doesn't disappear until the beginning of your next turn. So I'm sure he'll get another frickin' AOO. One way or another. Oh, I guess I could 5-foot fly step and shoot. That makes a lot of sense. That would probably be good. What will you do, Ferris?
Well, here's the thing. Scourge, do you want some healing before you go up to help finish off the captain?
Nah, take your books.
No, I got the captain. Don't worry about me, Scourge. I got this.
Does it otherwise seem generally calming down on ship?
Oh yeah, I mean it's basically, your guys are creaming their guys.
Okay, 12 on books.
Okay.
Scourge, seriously, sit this one out. I got this.
All right, Books, you are revitalized probably. What are you gonna do?
Well, I'm going to stand up and 5-foot step. And throw a bomb.
This is a 15-foot high wall, so
Oh, okay. So I guess it doesn't make much.
if you've still been standing where you're at, I guess it's been angling towards you.
Okay, so I'll stay where I'm at to get the cover. And throw a bomb.
There's going to be a ton of range increments on this.
Yeah, it's a miss.
So it just like you hit the side of the ship, and someone's like, "You fool! Don't use fire on a ship. Are you crazy?" The captain says, "I wish to speak with your captain. Let us cease hostilities for now."
Alright, tell your Manticore to stand down.
Is everyone good with this?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Sure.
Books.
Yep.
Okay. The Manticore
I
hovers behind the ship. And the
reach out to-
captain insists that she will surrender if you deliver her crew and herself unharmed to the next port that you land in and allow them to go free.
I
Seems
asked her if
reasonable.
she knew Atticus Styles.
She says, "Atticus Styles? Of course I know Atticus Styles. Who doesn't know Atticus Styles?"
Did you know him personally?
Well, no, I was never in a fleet with him. I'm an independent contractor. I knew people who knew him, and I've heard all the stories.
I asked her to tell us what she knows of the different agencies on the waves. I have no objections to letting her and her crew go unharmed. Uncle Books, cough, cough.
Yeah,
there-
I have no problem escorting them. It was an honorable fight, and it was quite the duel, madam.
Oh, Uncle
I
Books
respect
is quite distracted at the moment. He's gathering his missing vials.
That's gonna be a tough road to hoe, man.
He's, like I said, he's distracted because he's attempting to gather it, and he's
Yeah. No, I mean the blood magic.
All right, so we're at way past the end of the night here. I will certainly start the next session with your talk with the captain. In return, you have captured this ship, and you have gained 2 points of plunder in the form of pure gold bars. Sandara Quinn approaches you and asks you to give her this ship as a prize ship, and she will take it and continue to form a fleet. And whenever you need them, you can call upon her, and she will sail under the command of Commodore Ferris.
Side question: How many crew members did this ship need to captain it to sail?
An excellent question. I will now have to look up the ship stats once more. This ship is 30 sailors, 20 minimum.
How many of the captured sailors are left alive?
20.
Seems we have a choice. Form our fleet or honor our agreement.
There's no...
Remote.
I mean, she just said the crew and herself. Nothing about the ship.
Yeah.
You've taken the ship.
I mean, I figure it's kind of like when we captured the Man's Promise, we used the sailors to get the ship to port, and then we have to find new sailors.
Yes.
Yeah, but we'd have to get this ship
Or it has
squibbed.
to find new sailors. Is this a better ship than our ship?
I will give you the stats for it. You can make that decision yourself.
Alright.
I mean, it's got ballistas on it. If we want to take those to our side.
We could take the ballistas over, or we could take the entire ship.
The entire ship. Oop.
And
Whoa.
of course, the full stats are presented in the player's guide underneath Rahadumi's schooner.
Yeah.
CMB,
Well,
CMB
I mean, the
plus
question is,
19? Holy shit.
if we started a fleet of our own, how would we manage multiple ships?
You would give it away to whichever NPC you would like, and when you're in an area that they're at, you can call upon them. Or if there was, say, in the later books, a gigantic fleet battle, you could have them join your fleet to make your fleet more powerful.
Yeah, my question was if we kept the ship personally. That would be like Uncle Books and Kid Tome on one ship and Scourge and I on the other? Or...
Yeah, the rules don't really account for the players having more than one ship.
In that case, I am all in fan of following the rules and handing this one over to dear Sandara.
Okay.
Opinions?
Yep.
No, it's a fine prize. It's a fine ship.
Sandara Quinn indicates that she is going to be taking the ship to Besmara's throne and heading to the Queen Bez, where she will undertake the spiritual trials of all Besmaran clerics. And with a ship of her own, she may one day rise to a fine higher rank, but she will always owe her allegiance to Commodore Ferris.
I pull her off to one side. So these clerics you're going with, do they have raise dead and resurrection abilities?
She says, I'm not sure. I've never been to Besmara's throne, but I suspect that there are many powerful clerics there.
I pull out a hand in a jar.
I see, and I'm guessing it's probably Rosie Cuswell.
Yep.
Okay, she says, I will do what I can to see that Rosie is restored.
Yes, what's his name? Guy.
Okay, so you're sending Conchabar with you? With them?
Yes.
Okay. Alright.
Good luck, Miss Quinn. Hope you find much success.
She says, I'm sure I will one day make a fine pirate or die trying. And show up in later books, probably. Maybe. It's almost like this event was destined to happen.
Almost. It sounds like.
Really? I thought we caught a lucky break with this ship.
No, Sandara Quinn leaving is supposed to happen.
Oh. I guess the ship is unimportant, but the fact that she leaves is...
But that ship has.
You guys let 2 other ships sail past you, so...
That ship has siege weapons on it, though.
You can modify your ship to add siege weapons to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we haven't actually made the decision of which ship we're keeping and which ship we're giving to her.
Which one is it listed under? Because it's not Rahadumi. Rahadumi anything.
Let's see here. It's a sailing ship.
Sailing ship.
It's much the same as your ship.
It is... Then what is that plus 18 CMB there? Or that plus 19?
I don't know.
It's.
Might have been modified.
Oh, the CMB is
I'm
because it
sorry.
has.
Yeah, it's modified by her check. Of
Oh,
plus 11.
okay.
Ah.
makes
That
perfect
makes
sense.
more sense.
Yep.
Okay. So the only difference between the 2 ships is the ballista.
Want to take a
Yes.
ballista and leave a ballista for Sandara Quinn?
You can't just... I mean, they're not mobile. You don't just lift the ballista up off the deck.
Yeah.
You
have
gotta
someone-
modify the ship to handle siege weapons.
Yeah.
Ah.
They're not modular, okay?
I don't know. Have you seen Scourge?
You mean this isn't Mech Pirate?
That would be cool. That was the best part about Mech Warrior, was shooting people, taking all their stuff, and then putting it on your mech. Cleaning out all your stuff. Alright, guys.
Why
so
does the schooner have an
so-
AC of 13 and we have an AC of 2?
I have no idea. I'm guessing, once again, it is the pirate
It's-
check of plus 11.
AC is modified by the
Pilots, whatever.
pilot's profession sailor.
Aha.
CMB, CMD, and AC.
All right, so I will work this week on altering these naval combat rules to more closely align with the official naval combat rules. I think we got through that first naval combat pretty okay, though.
Went all right.
I think you guys were... I wish you could see your faces when you guys were like, what? They have siege weapons? It was awesome. It was so beautiful.
Wait, what? Manicore?
I think you guys have a reason to go back to port now.
The captain's rapier.
Yes.
Captain's rapier.
Just a masterwork rapier.
Oh. Okay.
She'll present you with it if you want.
But I've already got one.
That doesn't mean you can't have another one.
One for each hand.
Whatever you want.
No,
you want
she,
it, she'll take
she
it.
can
She'll
keep
give
it. I shake her hand. It's like, it was a good duel while it lasted.
And you have, your whole crew has managed to dodge the wrath of the Night Eagle. Somehow, mysteriously, in a way that only Books knows. We will be back next week, right? Everyone's coming back next week?
Yep.
Yep, of course.
Excellent. And I think we're actually going to have Rise of the Rune Lords tomorrow night on Monday for the first time in about 5 weeks. So if you're a fan of Rise of the Rune Lords or you like super high level play, be there for that. I will see you all next week, and I hope everyone enjoyed their time.